Yo, it's the Black King in the house. Anyway, to finish up the last video, I'm sorry for that abrupt rough cut off the hanger. But yeah, there's so much I need to do and so much I need to catch up on. I am thinking about holding off on a few Let's Plays until I'm done with Final Fantasy VII, and it's going to take me a long time. It's even taking me even longer because I have no way to upload, and also the programs I have, I need to upgrade my Windows or get another computer system altogether that actually has different Windows. And I really have that one as a backup because I can still run it, and even though it has just a teeny bit of lag, but it ain't so bad. Versus if I were to run Minecraft on there. And I'm going to tell you, it's not easy being me. And because the neighbors next door, they decided to cause problems. They said that because I was looking in their direction. I wasn't even nowhere looking in the direction. All I kept doing was looking over my shoulder. They didn't bother to mention that. They just said, oh yeah, I just kept looking in their direction. Oh, and yeah, I've been fully in their garage every time I came over, which is a horse crap lie. Pardon my language. At least I didn't use that dirty S word. But you know what I mean? It's just, it's just nothing but stuff because, you think you got friends that want to be your friend, and they ain't your friend. I've got better friends at the flea market, for crying out loud. At least I hope they're my friends. I don't know. Especially after all the contangled stuff with the other people that were supposed to be my friends too. Which is nuts. It's silly what it is. And you're talking about, what to do in life. And I need a better place to live. I'm sorry, but this crack hole, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that because it sounds like we're talking about drugs and stuff. But, look at this place. You see how the ceiling is? That shouldn't be like that. But, personally, this has nothing to do with just me living by myself because I could deal with it. Yeah, I could. I may think it's stupid and silly, but what am I going to do about it? This place is a rented home, and every time we turn around, she's putting money into it. And she's expecting us to come up with extra money just to help her, and even though a lot of problems we didn't ask for. I think that's nuts. I'm sorry to keep rambling on, but come on. And as far as LPs goes, I don't know. If I can ever get back to where I can relax, and then finally if I can, after I've done everything I can, when I get to my own little place, then maybe I might consider doing some Let's Plays. And it's not, I won't be fully retired because in order for me to fully be retired, I wouldn't ever do any recording or any uploads or anything from anywhere, even off this phone, even though a lot of times it has problem with mobile of all the things. So, yeah, there's that. And I'm trying not to do too many episodes. And every once in a while, I was just thinking about maybe, unless you guys don't mind seeing three episodes a day, even though it's at different hours, but at least it's done. At least it's uploaded, at least you got to see your deal. Because that's about the maximum I can do about as far as spreading it out. I can't do 4 a day. Unless I do 1 hour or whatever, 2 hours in between each video. Or something like that. I don't know. It all depends. But I'm not going to wait till like midnight or close till to upload my second video. I'll wait. What I should do is I'm going to actually upload this tomorrow. And basically, I want to have a better life. If you guys are out there, if anybody's listening to this, please put a prayer in for me, hoping that I can get a better place or I can actually do this because I enjoy Let's Playing. It's not even that. It's just that getting back to it, being motivated. I'm motivated. It's to do them in general. It's just getting to time to get them done, and being able to upload them is a different story. Because everything that's in the way. Number one, having to do chores, which I don't. Everybody has to do chores, but come on. The way it gets done to be ridiculous. And then you wonder why I don't have the time to actually say, oh, hey, welcome back to, for example, let's play Final Glass. I don't know if they actually made a game like that, but whatever. The point being that, because I don't want to have to spend my energy on doing chores. I want to be able to be, or at least all my energy anyway, being awake, because the more awake I am, the more it's going to be harder for me to be an enthusiastic word, if that makes any sense to you, or rather be happy and try to get a good reaction out of me for LPing, and what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to go ahead and I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm going to try this one time and see if it works out. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to record the me playing. I'm not going to record me doing the buttons or anything, but I'm going to sit there and then I'm going to add my commentary to that. I don't know how well it worked because last time I tried to do something like that, which is actually I was just fast forwarding through it and said last time on Final Fantasy IV, which is the only one so far that I've actually done, with a previously on the last time on blah 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 blah, and I would love to have somebody who could help me out with whatever, and I would love to have somebody who could animate for me the reactions that I do, and because I'm not scared of anything, but I will try and see what I can do to get myself psyched up to be scared, just for the sake of, because, whatever, just depends on what's going on. Like Final Fantasy VII, that's not really scary. Resident Evil, maybe. But because, you're talking about somebody who lives his life without fear. And I've been trying to live without fear for a long time. I don't know. As it is, guys, I don't know how I'm going to be able to make the time until I can actually get my computer online, or if I can even get a computer that can go online. As a matter of fact, I'd have to make sure that whatever I do, that thing over there would have to be online for me to download games onto it or something, so that because this is ridiculous having to rely on a phone. I don't know if it'll work half the time because it's Windows XP, and it's an older model, I guess, or something. I don't know what's going on with it. I get tired of my games. You know how I had the Let's Play of Resident Evil, right? And I couldn't figure out the controls on it because back at the time I was actually trying to get it right, but I was actually using a keyboard, and I didn't have a joystick, or whatever you call it, a gamepad, which is actually a PlayStation controller. Which I may have to get an Xbox controller for the computer, which I don't know how you do that unless you order online for some games, because some games you can't use a PlayStation controller, even though it doesn't hook up into a PlayStation. It hooks up to your computer. It's USB. Which I'm sure you probably could hook it up in there, but I'm not sure how it would work on a PlayStation 2, actually, to be more specifically, because original PlayStations didn't have USB as far as I can remember. And getting those things on the internet, I don't know how anybody ever did it, because I know there was a port, and I didn't understand how the wiring on it, because, back in the day, you actually had what is known as, before PlayStation 2 even had the capability of connecting to the internet, you had this, that, and the other. You know, because I mean, they did have it on there. It's just, whatever. But I mean, this was back when PlayStation was even thought of, and they had a way to hook it up. It just didn't make any sense to me. And to a lot of people, because the court for it was nonchalant, meaning it's kind of basically non-existent. Actually, I'm not really sure that's what that means specifically, but I'm just trying to make that point out. Anyway, and life is life, guys. So, yeah, by the way, somebody said that guys would not be interested if their girlfriend became a lesbian or whatever, and I'm thinking, no. A lot of guys, well, there's a lot of guys that wouldn't, but yeah. There's a lot of guys that would actually be more turned on by that. Maybe one of them. Sorry about that. But it's true. I mean, as long as my girlfriend, wife, whatever she is, isn't going to leave me, I ain't got a problem with that. I mean, as long as she ain't going with some other guy, that's another thing I don't command. But if she's going with another woman and she's still with me, hey, but however, saying that though, to be more specifically, yeah, if she wanted to go and she wanted to be with her or him, whatever, I'd definitely let her go. I wouldn't try to hold her down and say, no, it's either me or him. Because I'm going to tell you something. If they want to be in the relationship well and lean enough, then they're going to have to stick around and not choose the other person. Because that would be as simple as that, if only people would think of it that way anyway, but come on. Basically, if you're not willing to be loyal enough to stay and they want to go with them, then they weren't anywhere near loyal to me to begin with. Is there a better fish out there in the sea? I mean, right now, I'm actually girlfriendless. I don't even have a wife. I don't have nothing. And I'm not looking forward to it anytime soon. If somebody wants to do that in the future after whatever, and as long as I trust them not to whatever, then, hey, and I'm not saying they will and I'm not saying they won't, but you never know. And I'm not saying women are just that way or the only ones. There are men that do that too. I'm not that way, but, just because you don't know me doesn't mean, you know whether or not I would do that or not. You just have my word, which I do live by my word. I go by my word. My word is my bond. And I've always believed in that. A lot of people don't get that. So, because, if I promise to pay you for, say, you have a cable I want, and I say next month, and I bring it to you, I mean I will bring it to you. And I will tell you, if I have to sign something to prove that, I will do that. Because, chances are, at that time, I won't have the money. But if I have the money then and there, yeah, I'll pay it. That's the way I am. I don't just give up money just because I don't have it. Because it would be silly. It's like, okay, here's $2, and you're asking for $100. That doesn't work out. Chances are, no doubt, I would have only $2 at that time. But because I would save up enough to do so, and I can do that. Depends on how the bills go and everything else. And yeah, I have bills just like anybody else. Anyway, I've got to go. This is my time. I'll catch you all in another video. And hey, if you didn't, if you liked it, put a like on there, comment, subscribe. Because 1 million subscribers on my way to 1 million. Actually, I personally don't care if I get 1 million, but that would be nice. But anyway, alright, guys. Peace out. And, don't be surprised if all of a sudden you see the second part, because this will be like the second part, but I'm not going to title that because it's kind of silly. Because even though I had to continue on the conversation so that YouTube wouldn't take forever to upload, but, which wouldn't be not so bad if I was actually doing it off the computer. Anyway, yeah, there's that. And I just wanted to tell you about the history of my channel, why I even bothered. I mean, right now, it's like, why did I even bother anyway, period, because of what's going on in my life. And that's about it. Alright.